Coast Animal Rehab, and part of our Amputee August, we are going to talk about weight control and amputation. So this is actually a universal topic. It goes for seniors, it goes for any low mobility, or even any busy parents who can't get their pet out and exercise them as much as they want. So the big things when it comes to weight control is looking at quantity of food. So the first thing is, does your pet truly need that quantity of food to be happy and to live a healthy life? We do tend to love our pets, and we have become, through media and culture, used to seeing pudgy pets. So sometimes we'll see a normal size, completely healthy weighted dog and assume it's too skinny. So the first question is getting a body conditioning score evaluation from your veterinarian to determine if the quantity of food you are actually feeding to your dog is necessary and appropriate. The second thing is, some dogs do need a quantity of food. If you have a golden, if you have a lab, if you have some of these dogs that live to eat, then they do need a larger quantity to be happy and sustain their happiness throughout the day. The other dogs who just eat to live, they just need enough calories to maintain. We don't have to bombard them with extra food. So the first question is, are we feeding too much or not? The second question is calories, and the important things are your calories per cup and your calories per can, because your calories determine how much food your dog can eat, and that's one of those easy concepts we all get. A lot of people understand that we watch our calories when we want to lose weight too. But the important ratio gets into, if your dog needs a certain quantity of food, so if your 80-pound lab needs 4 cups of food a day to be happy, but it's pudgy and its calorie count per cup is high, can we decrease the calories per cup and keep them eating the same quantity of food and happy, but still get them to lose weight and maintain a more proper body condition? The other thing is, everything that goes into your dog's mouth counts as calories. So sometimes what we'll do is, yeah, my dog eats 4 cups a day and he maintains his 80 pounds, but post-op amputation, he's on 6 different medications for pain, for sedation, for comfort. And if we're putting 200 calories of peanut butter on those pills every single day, we can be adding to that calorie count for the day. The same thing goes for our senior dogs. Sometimes you are on a pain management cocktail, and to keep your pet going and healthy, we wrap them in food and treats to keep them eating. But again, everything that goes into their mouth counts calorie-wise. So when it comes to your treats, there's your treats because you love your dog and it makes them happy and it gives you that tingly feeling and you guys have this relationship, but then it's also every bit of medication. One of my biggest eye-openers was I had, right out of school, a dog who had knee surgery. And we couldn't figure out why she was gaining weight every single time we saw her, and finally I had the owner sit down in front of me and do her whole medication cocktail, and she was using 2 tablespoons of peanut butter twice a day to medicate the dog, and that was 100% where the calories were coming from. We decreased it to just enough peanut butter to wrap around the pill. The dog was still happy, still got the medication, and we lost weight rapidly. So if you're having any of these little sticking points, let us know. The other thing is everything counts. So those dental chews they get once a day, those can have calories. Any topper you put on the food, any chicken broth, low sodium chicken broth you put on still has calories. So what we need to do is make sure we're getting an appropriate balance of calories into your dog. The next thing is, we do want to exercise these pets. And a common kind of misconception, same thing we do in humans, right? We'll just walk more. We'll walk your dog more, we'll exercise more. If we could do more, we'd be doing more right now. And additionally, if you have a new amputee, they're learning how to move and walk again, right? So we don't want to do calorie cut, extra long walks on a dog that's just learning how to walk on 3 legs. Same thing with your senior or arthritic dogs. We can't walk them any more than we already are. So what we need to do is look at options. So we have inside versus outside. We're here in South Florida. It is brutal, oppressive heat for several months a year. So what we can do is actually exercise your pets inside. So for a lot of these guys, it's literally just getting them up and move to another room, up and move to another room. And you can do this by enticing them with games of play. Hide and seek is a great one. Hide in the kitchen under the, or below the island, they can find you. Go to another room, call them, they get lots of reward and praise for coming in there, but you're physically getting them up and moving from room to room with you. If you have a swimming pool, swimming them with a vest on. This goes for seniors, this goes for amputees, this goes for anybody who might not be orthopedically stable or cardiovascularly stable, right? If we have some dogs with pulmonary or heart changes, we want them to be able to swim and have fun, but we also don't want to worry that they might not be able to tolerate it. So a swim vest is a great way. You have a handle on your dog, you know that they're going to enjoy it, and they actually swim with a little better quality. Underwater treadmill, if you have that access, that's a great option because then you have trained professionals watching your dog move. We get the benefit of changing the water height to make it easier or more difficult, adjusting the speed, adding jets, taking jets away, to make it a little bit more of a dynamic workout. And you can use your food as exercise. So if you have your post-op amputee dog who still is mildly sedated, they can't get up, they can't move from room to room, they're still in their X-pen, what you can do is take some of their daily calories, whether it's their treats or their food, put it in food toys, and then they have an option to play with their food. The other one that I love to do is do multiple small bowls. So you can have a bowl in the living room, in the kitchen, in the bedroom. They have to physically get up, go to another room to enjoy their food there. Physically get up, go to another room. So it just encourages movement. Food toys, again, a great option midday. You can save a quarter of your food from the morning, put it in one of these food toys and give it to your dog so they never have an empty stomach. They get to interact with their food. And scent work is also fun. So you can put your treats in little boxes and have your dog find it. They can destroy the box if you're okay with it. They get the enrichment of ripping the paper box open, and then they get the enjoyment of finding their treats in there. So the biggest thing is we want them up and moving as safe as possible. So seniors and amputees, we want traction floors. We want any of these food games where they might be knocking a toy around to get their treats out of it on something with traction. But we want it to be enjoyable and fun. And we also don't want to stress and worry, right? So if you can supervise your pet during these activities, great. If you can't, then make sure you know your dog. One other thing you can do is, especially for your brand new post-op amputees, if they're already laying down, you don't have to feed them in a bowl. You can take a big plate, spread it on there, and then they have to work to get the food. Because especially if you're laying, not moving, we feed you a bowl of food, that's about 1 minute of enrichment, and then we take it away. So food toys, having to scavenge to get their food off of the floor is a way to keep them interacting with their food. My biggest thing is, though, don't just assume I can walk them more, they'll lose weight. We really have to balance their nutritional needs with their energy requirements. And if you're not winning, this is really where you should reach out to your veterinarian. And if you're not winning there are plenty of veterinary nutritionists that you can contact for consultation. So if you have any questions, please reach out to us at tcanimalrehab.com and enjoy Amputee August. Have a great day.